The number of influences on breathing is huge.
I was taught by Christopher how to think differently. That helped me a lot to set my mind back into where I want to be.
The mind tricks us to breathe quite heavily because we have a million thoughts.
All of that mental stuff affects our breathing. Learning to conquer the mind, not to be the victim of thoughts, just as one's learned not to be the victim of one's physical symptoms, to get to understand what our thinking and opinions are doing to our breathing is another level, another dimension to the practice.
The advanced course really helped for me to distinguish that I'm not actually my thoughts, and I don't have to keep feeding these thoughts. I can just let them come up and I can let them go, and I don't have to hold on to them anymore.
When I started the advanced work, I started to realize where the annoyance really came from. The annoyance came from myself. It had to do with how I react to situations. This put the nail on the head as far as controlling a reaction when it does come in.
In the advanced, it capitalized on what the other two courses invoked in me, that feeling of well-being, and then trying to figure out, well, what else is there beyond feeling well? And the advanced brought that out. Start doing your self-reflection. Who are you? Be honest with yourself. If Buteyko's what it's doing for you, how it's affecting different areas, how it affected the way I was breathing.
I'd say my control pause was around 40-45 before I did the advanced course. Because you're not really learning more physical exercises, it's just more mental inquiry. It's interesting to see your control pause going up because you feel like you're not pushing yourself any further than you were. But my control pause did go up then. It takes away that sense of hopelessness and despair that a lot of people get looking around at the world and the planet and the news. When you just have that understanding, we don't just have to be passive observers. We are active in our own life. And yes, this is the way it is, but I can still make choices and decide on what I'm going to do, how I'm going to deal with this situation.
You take out the controversy. That's the thing, is controversy causes real disturbance for breathing. If the breathing's disturbed, the mind's disturbed.
I became more aware of my breathing as a result of the advanced course. I would encourage anybody to get to that stage, actually. The mind-body thing, which I learned on the advanced course, is for me a much more approachable and tenable way of dealing with my breath.
Do you think it increased your control pause during the advanced training?
There was one juncture, this might sound mad, but I believe almost that my control pause was not far off 2 minutes. I didn't feel a great urge to take in a breath up to 2 minutes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that can happen.
I was feeling really good because I was integrating it with walking and running.
Would you say it helped your level of relaxation?
Oh, definitely. Relaxation commensurately increases when I'm alert to the breath.
I've been very self-critical for most of my life. I always could find something to criticize myself for. And I realized that it's mind tricks. And when I went for advanced training, I didn't really know it was going to be that deep. And when we learned certain techniques about how to confront the mind, I noticed that my self-criticism stopped. It's a huge change that I couldn't have achieved with years of art therapy, psychotherapy, whatever other talking therapy there was. I still get these thoughts. I mean, they come with a package. They just keep occurring. It's just a matter of knowing how to deal with them. And that saves a lot of time and energy, just filtering the useful thoughts and ignoring the rest. Advanced training is really good for that. It's combining the body work and mind work. Both are equally important.
The advanced course was a revolutionary and fascinating concept for me. All of a sudden, we went from correct breathing in the first course to physical well-being and exercising in the second course to meditation, higher states of consciousness in the final course. And this was well beyond any of my expectations.
Advanced training, it's combining the body work and mind work. Both are equally important.